talking about these 7 great days at the end of Advent, the Advent season. That would be from the 17th to the 23rd, leading us right up to the 24th, which is Christmas Eve. So during these 7 days, the church developed this tradition of these antiphons. And the antiphon is the little verse you say before you say a psalm. In this case, evening prayer each day is Mary's canticle. My soul magnifies the Lord. It's a beautiful prayer, Mary, rejoicing at what God's doing with her. So the antiphon for each day changes, and today we're talking about the root of Jesse. So in Latin, it's O radix Jesse. So some say O flower of Jesse's stem, O root of Jesse. So who was Jesse? Well, Jesse was a prominent guy in the Old Testament around 1000 BC. And Samuel, the great prophet, after Saul kind of messed up, he was the king. Samuel, told by God, go anoint one of Jesse's sons. He always had to anoint kings, put him in office that way. So he says, go anoint one of Jesse's sons, and they're all there. These huge, strong guys look like middle linebackers, and each one comes up to this banquet, and the Lord's telling him, no, not this one, not this one. And Samuel's like, He says, Jesse, you have any other sons? He says, well, the youngest is out there taking care of the sheep. Prophetic kind of thing. He's taking care of the sheep, the lambs. So they bring David in, and of course, God says to him, that's the one. And the Spirit rushes upon David, it says. Samuel anoints him, and he becomes the king, one of the great kings of Israel. And this is around 1000 BC. So Nathan the prophet goes to him and prophesies, from your loins, from your line will come the great king of all time. And his reign will last forever. From your house, from your descendants. So when we say root of Jesse, we're talking, it's one of the titles from Isaiah applied to Jesus, applied to the Messiah. And after Jesus came, people said, oh, that's right, the root of Jesse. This is a descendant of King David from, of course, David's father was Jesse. Descendant of King David through that line. I think it came through Mary. And so it was prophesied that from your line will come this great Messiah. And so we're longing for him to come to us again. Each Christmas, at the end of each Advent, we're looking for, let me have a better, deeper relationship with you, Lord Christ, and help me get in touch with that longing. So that's why we have the It's a plaintive cry out to God. Jesse, root of Jesse, come to me. So this third day of these 7 days leading up to Christmas Eve, we're looking at that wonder that Jesus came from the prophecies that said you would come from the line of David. So that Davidic kingship lasted like 1,000 years and then reached a new level with the coming of Christ. So we thank God for that. We ask God, help us be hungry for all that this great King can do for us.